We're stuck in Vermont.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Sahlberger. We're here in Shelburne, Vermont at Shelburne Farms. And behind me, the sheep are having dinner.
Yeah, there's nothing modest about this. Nothing understated, no.
I'm here with Jonathan Harris. He grew up here at Shelburne Farms, so we thought it was a perfect place to come and talk about the future of storytelling on the internet.
Is the web a space that can actually help encourage introspection and feeling more yourself than you were before? Or are those things that can only happen in the physical world? And I don't actually know the answer to that.
Jonathan's internet projects have been seen by millions of viewers. He's won 3 Webby Awards. He co-designed the Vermont State Quarter. He's done talks all over the world at Google, TED conferences. His works have been shown at the Museum of Modern Art and recently at Burlington City Arts here in Vermont, where he was an artist in residence. And what many people don't know is that he considers himself a Vermonter.
I think as more of us spend more and more time with technology, we're all starting to feel this war between our human feeling, smelling, tasting, touching, physical bodies and the insanely addictive infinite world of information, which can trick us into thinking that we can learn all there is ever to know about life just from that world. I grew up in this weird generation that knew the world before the web, but also saw it come to life and now squarely lives within it. But because I knew the world before, I can also see what we lost. Most of my ideas for my projects and also for my life come from a very human place, come from gut instinct and a feeling and a sense of what's needed. But then the process of actually acting on those ideas and building something is incredibly rational. It has to be incredibly rational, incredibly cold and detached and emotionless. That's the only way to be an effective programmer and actually to get any of these projects done. As you spend more and more time online, you have to be so careful to also develop your relationships in your real life. You're an animal, you know, you're a human animal. You need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to drink. Pigeons are more like, man, everything sounds good in here. The weights of different cows that were being sold, maybe, or the numbers of different cows. This says Monkey Rick Bruce, Shorthorn. Somebody was here, 1981. Look here, you got this is the classic prison thing, like counting off the days, you know. That's probably like some kind of cow urinal, maybe, I'm not sure. It's been, you know, it's all at the same angle, isn't that interesting? I mean, it's a real thing. It really happened. All sorts of weird stuff in here. I mean, some serious block and tackle winches and pulleys and things. I'll show you over here the thing I used to find just about the scariest thing I knew about anywhere in the world. If you climb up this thing and look down into what's inside. Peter Syme incubator. This is from serial number 18. It's almost like a safe, it's so well built. Look at these mahogany doors. I wish iPads looked like this. Kind of like a new land has been discovered, and it was discovered pretty much empty. And people started building things in this new land. Like the shopping malls got built very quickly, the encyclopedia got built very quickly, the phone book got built quickly, the postal system quickly. But then other things have not develop so quickly. I think like common spaces for communal activities, spaces for families, places where people can really express their individuality and who they are, museums, churches, cultural institutions, those types of things haven't really developed on the web yet. I think it's very much a question of architecture. It's a digital space just like there's a physical space, and when you have a space you have to design that space, and that's a job for architects, but it's a new kind of architect.
I just find that I waste so much time on the internet. Like for me, the internet is almost an addiction at this point. You know, it's like I will go and check my Facebook account, or I'll go check my email, and
It's like a virus or a plague that a lot of us are feeling, just so overwhelmed. There's always more emails, there's always more tweets, there's always more things to read.
my reasoning for saying I want to get rid of it is because I just don't want to lose 4 hours of my night.
Yeah, I've actually been building a project for about the last 2 years now that I'm about to be releasing in the next couple of months probably. It's a storytelling platform for other people to use to tell their own stories, specifically longer form stories. It's a little bit of a reaction against the shorter, faster, more trend of the web of recent years. I'm very curious whether there's a way to introduce introspection and depth and self-reflection to a space that has so far been more about breadth and self-promotion and reaction as opposed to reflection. So asking really what do people need? Like what does the world need? Will this thing I'm building actually be good for people? I was born up here in Vermont, but I've never really lived here for more than about a month at a time. We pretty much grew up in New York City. It's still the place I've always called home. I've always thought of as home. I've always identified as being a Vermonter. I love what Vermont stands for and the people here.
I spoke the language of birds and of trees into the sunset. Told all my secrets to the wind.
Happy New Year, everyone! We'll get stuck with you again real soon. Who knows what the future holds? I guess we'll find out.
We should go do some other settings so it doesn't feel like it's like, welcome to my barn. I mean, it's just a barn.
This isn't your barn?
No.
I thought we were in your barn.
I spell nature with a capital N, and I go there. She is my church. I always like that quite a lot.